In today's video, I am going to be breaking down Jalen Brunson and what he does on the court that allows him to score so easily in the NBA playoffs. And of course, if you want to become as good as Jalen Brunson and use the skills and tactics that he uses in the playoffs this year, then this is definitely the video for you. If you want to become a better point guard or a better shooting guard, make sure to go check out the workouts as well as the shooting guard blueprint that is down in the description below so that you can become a better point guard and a better shooting guard. Now let's get down and let's check out Jalen Brunson. Okay, so right here we have Jalen Brunson right at the top of that court. What he does right here is he is backing his man down. He has his back to the play. This is something that I would generally not be doing. I would actually recommend having his back to the sideline so he can actually see the entire court. But this is Jalen Brunson and this is the NBA, so it doesn't really necessarily matter. He turns and he attacks base or sideline on his man towards the baseline. Now, how did he get this amount of space to be able to get a layup or a floater off? Well, let's take a look. One thing that Jalen Brunson is really good at is making contact with his shoulder and upper arm to be able to make that contact and create that space. How he does this is he gets into the chest of his defender right here. And when he plants this left foot really far ahead of his body, now his cylinder is this wide. Remember, we run by player cylinders. You own the land that you stand on, which means that if you can create that contact by making that big step in towards your player, your defender, now this is not an offensive foul because he didn't extend his arm into that player. He just did a small little chicken wing. We can see it sort of right there. It's hard to see, but that's all you need to do. Just a quick little shove with the chicken wing and you can create that space. So here he gets the screen. One of the things that makes Jalen Brunson so deadly is the fact that he actually passes the ball, unlike some other players who like to go ISO. So when he attacks off of the screen, his man goes over top, which means that he needs to attack the paint and attack the drop defender. When he does that, this defender right here makes the mistake. See, when you are in a gap position, you can be far enough away to try and get a hand in to try and disrupt what this player is trying to do, but you need to be able to get back and cover your man so that if that kick out pass is there, it can't be an open three. However, that's not what happens here. This defender plays straight up. He's not in defensive stance. He's not just trying to disrupt and reach in. He's created a massive, at least 15-foot gap between himself and his man, and this is what allowed Jalen Brunson to kick that ball out. See, anytime you attack the paint and you grab a second or a third or even a fourth defender, you need to find out where they came from so that you can kick it out to the guy who they were guarding before so that your teammates get some open threes. So this is a great move right here. So he's got Jason Tatum guarding him, and Jason Tatum is playing straight up. He should be in defensive stance. Remember, low man wins. So the lower Jalen Brunson gets versus Jason Tatum, the better it's going to be. You're going to be more balanced. This is very important, but also what will happen is you have the upper hand. You have the leverage to be able to get into your man. So for example, if he really wanted to, and let's say Jason Tatum was guarding maybe a little bit closer, he could get into Jason Tatum's body and he would have leverage. However, because he's lower, he's going to be much more balanced and much more faster, which then allows him to be able to do this quick step back. No, this is not a travel because it all comes down to when he gathers the ball. Considering the referee is right there, and we don't see the ball getting gathered because there's a body in the way, we can't say if it's a travel or not. So no comments about travel down below. However, what he was able to do is basically when he attacks, he gets low, quick jab, which then forces Jason Tatum to step back. And now that allows Jalen Brunson to have that much space to be able to pull off a shot. And this is actually a pretty solid shooting release as well. I gotta really commend him for that. And yes, this ball does go in. I also have to say that Jalen Brunson is very good at reading help defenses or gap defenders, because right now these guys are pretty well all standing up. They're not in defensive stance. They don't really have their knees bent. They should be quite a bit lower in their defensive stance. So when he's attacking right here. This defender takes just a small step this way towards the key. Jalen Brunson reads that and kicks it out with a nice hard pass right to the shooting pocket for that player, and his teammate was able to hit that three just because this guy right here, he was not playing good defense. So if you are this type of player, if you are Jalen Brunson, you're coming off of a screen, you're attacking that right side or left side or whatever it is, and you notice that gap or help defenders are standing straight up, instead of trying to force your way through multiple players, just kick it over to the guy that they were guarding for open three-point shots. You're going to get the assist anyways. Now, coming off this screen, watch what Jalen Brunson's able to do. He's able to force that defender onto his hip. By forcing that defender onto his hip, we can really see it right here. He controls where this defender goes. So if he wants this defender to go this way, he can slightly move over this way. If he wants him to go this way, he can slow down for a second and sidestep out. That way you create the contact right here so that you can create the gap right here. And what he does is just a quick floater because he's a left-handed player for one, and this defender is on his right side, which means that he has his whole entire body to protect this floater, and that is why he was able to make this shot. I hope that this breakdown helps you become a better basketball player and helps you understand Jalen Brunson's game a little bit more. Anyways, make sure to go check out the shooting guard blueprint that is down in the description below, but also the point guard workout if you want to become a better point guard. I'll see you guys again in my next video.